I'm not a chick. Send me money or I'm going to share your with everybody.
Oh my God. I would pay, I'm not exaggerating, that's $1,000 ticket.
The thing is I don't need a crystal ball because I know exactly what would have happened.
Am I the little guy now? This is the worst year ever.
That's good. Yeah. Big beef, suck our dicks. We got you. You big, got you, big beef.
The eyes are the balls of the face.
I'm not going over there. Fight. I'm not going over there.
This is not the angry clip.
Hi, I'm a lot.
Coming in hot.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. You're listening to Gas Digital Best of the Week.
What do you guys think about the Black Alien Project guy?
Who's that? What's happening?
Oh,
there?
he's
the guy that's turning into an alien?
He's turning into an alien. It's supposedly the most extreme body modification. He's got his eyeballs tattooed.
He chopped his nose off,
his nose off. He cut off his fingers.
Show this guy. Why is he doing this?
He's mentally ill.
Or fun. Or he's mentally fun.
I don't know.
It hurts to laugh. Stop.
So I've hung out with a lot of heavily modded people, but they're not like, it's not for a thing. They're just into it.
Yeah.
Like there's not articles about them. They're just people. Like I've hung out with the Enigma, the guy that's all puzzle pieces.
I've seen that guy. Yeah.
I've met one of the lizard guys on different sideshows. My tattoo artist has horns and his nipples removed. I don't know why. He just took one off. I don't know.
Not?
It's just his thing.
Why not?
But I mean, yeah, he's tattooed up to his eyeballs. But he doesn't like mention it. Like we're not like sitting at the bar and it comes up.
Yeah.
He just happens to have all done to him.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be your personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come in with like a giant thing injected into your head. Like what you said. Hi, I'm a lot.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, my tattoo artist has horns.
Yeah.
But you'd never like...
I'm alive.
I'm going to be an issue today.
Hey, natural born killers, Legion of Skanks. Welcome to the
Guys, listen to me. If you turn on your where I can share a photo with you right now, I'll send you a picture of Colum's.
It's exactly how I pictured it. What a little Irish bird.
Can you?
If you turn on, what is it called? Airdrop. If you turn on your airdrop right now, I'll airdrop you a picture of Colum.
Can I just say, it's so funny because I woke up one morning from a text from Lewis saying something like, "Congratulations, doggy, you're going to Skankfest." And then I replied with me naked, flexing in the mirror. You're going to send it to everybody?
Anybody who puts on their airdrop
Please
right now.
Everyone's putting on their airdrop. What is this, revenge? It's not funny when it happens to men.
All right, look, I'm not going to send it to anyone because it's crazy. I can't. But I will
The problem is,
pass my phone around.
No. Can I? Hey. It's so funny. Welcome to this festival.
It was funny. He is showing everyone.
Hey, sit down. Lewis, text it to Joe Rogan. Please, send it to Joe Rogan right now. Send it. Lewis. Hey, it was...
Why is everyone...
Can I just say, it was in the winter. Heating is expensive in New York City. I don't get paid for doing these. Oh! Lewis, would you send that to Rogan now? Would you text that to Rogan?
No, dude, I just got Rogan's number again. I'm not gonna just send him a of Colum Tyrrell.
Here's my friend. My friend wants to take an ice bath with you.
I'm sorry. I heard you were real ass. I guess that was just a rumor. Could I get some Peronis, if that's okay, please? Thanks. Yeah.
Come on, half the crowd saw his small. Get him a Peroni. God damn it.
Thank you.
For the love of God, get this little guy a Peroni.
Am I the little guy now? Ah, this is the worst year ever.
2023 sucks.
Oh, bring me back.
All right.
Can I just...
That's true.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a bigger than 4-inch you have, and yes.
Well, they use the metric system, so they go by centimeters.
Yeah.
16
billion centimeters.
You're 42,000 hexameters.
It's the Real Ass Podcast.
Lies, deceit, Jews. All things needed for the scummiest of scams. We've seen it all this year, but don't hate the player, hate the game. These nominees were so tricky that even a Jew needs to tip his yarmulke for these goddamn convincing scammers.
Ladies and gentlemen, time for the real ass scam of the year. Elon Musk. I can't. It's psychotic. It's coming at me a million miles an hour.
It's all right. You can read them off your paper.
Pause it. Pause it on the screen. That screen. Pause it. Always. Because we got to.
Yeah. Okay. So they were Elon Musk charging
No,
for
Liz, you read it off your paper.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Elon Musk for charging for verification. It's a great scam. Instagram/Venmo scam on comedians. What's the Instagram Venmo
That was
scam?
the one where...
What we're on.
Oh, right. That's a great scam. And we know somebody that got on it. Liver King for doing steroids and selling supplements is also a very big scam. The nude texting scam.
Don't read the last one.
What's the nude texting scam?
That is the one where you got...
Oh, yeah, but was that this year?
I think it was this year.
It came up twice this year because there was actually that kid that committed suicide because somebody did it to him. And
that one. Okay,
but
it
happened a couple times.
It didn't happen to me. That's not the one that happened to me. That's where people will. It'll pretend to be a chick. You send it your dick, and then they go, "Ha! I'm not a chick. Send me money, or I'm going to share your dick with everybody."
I know a very good friend who got that and gave them $300 this year.
Yeah, one of the producers from Bonfire did that. And give them money.
So did one of my very good friends who loves the Bonfire. I think they might have been under the same scam.
And last but not least, Brian Six, who scammed Shaner out of $10,000 or $20,000. I mean, folks.
I really battled whether I should have included that or not.
Well, Zach just included it by hand. Zach wrote on the ballot.
The writing candidate.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, the Renan one's so funny, though.
It is, but I got to be honest with you. I love the idea of Brian Six winning the Real Ass Scam of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Real Ass Scam of the Year, Brian Six.
It is so funny right now because, dude, I don't know whose iPhone is this iPad connected to.
It's Paco's.
Okay, because
I thought it was on airplane mode.
I'm literally watching him flirting with a girl.
I really thought it was on
the
airplane
whole
mode.
time, and it is so distracting. There's like a full-on like romance or attempt at it happening right now on my screen. I keep looking over.
Well, hold on. You can't see the outgoing text. You can only see the incoming text. So she's flirting back.
Yeah.
Is there any pics?
I haven't seen any pics. I see her avatar. That's how I knew like her name and what she looked like. And I was like, what's happening? But it's like I just had to say something because it was so distracting. I'm watching like a reality show romance unfold while I'm trying to talk about serious things. Anyway.
This is the best news I've ever heard. Oh, this is amazing.
Why does Paco never get laid or something?
Paco is the biggest incel I know.
Really? Because I was like, he's like cute and fun, and he has a great dog.
He claims a lot, but we didn't know if any of it was actually true.
No, he's flirting someone right now. She seems receptive, and she's cute. According to this photo that I see popping up, she's cute.
All right, I cannot wait till this show's over. My God, I'm excited.
I hope she's not a Gas Live listener.
Oh my God, that's really funny. I don't know. I mean, I'm not, gonna say her name or anything that she's saying. It's just, I couldn't like keep it to myself anymore.
Andre.
Hey, what's going on, Harry?
You're on Berg's base in my basement.
Hey.
We were just talking about Cosby's return to stand-up, and G. Mike said that he brought you up because he goes, yeah, Andre brought up this thing where he was trying to buy NBC, and it's all sham. What do you think about him coming back to stand-up?
You can finally tell his truth about how these are lying. Like, it's obvious. They would allow him to come back if he was guilty.
Preach. Do you think he's going to tell his truth?
He would never let this happen. I hope he does. I doubt it. I wouldn't recommend him to do it.
But
I think he should.
What else could he possibly talk about? Did you ever be at the jail and the food is bad?
I think I'll put it to you this way. I mean, I want to see if he's still gonna be able to do comedy clean after this. Like, there's no way he can still be clean.
I was these Mexican motherfuckers.
He's got to do it that way.
No, I mean he's still got to be clean. I would pay, and I'm not exaggerating, I would take you. I would pay $500 a ticket if we saw Cosby like raw. If you go raw, just comes by the stand or somewhere, I'd pay. I think that ticket's worth more than a Chappelle ticket.
I 100% agree.
And if he just lets loose, like he's like, what?
Only talks about the stuff too.
Oh my God, I would pay. I'm not exaggerating. That's $1,000 ticket. If it's
pay for it too.
Or Cosby, I did it, and then it's like on Broadway, and he just comes out like
Kelly's opening for him.
I believe I can fly. Y'all gonna love your headliner. Stay tuned for the cars. I think if he came back, if he did the stuff, the jail stuff, and he's dirty, and he's like, and I was jacking off inside the jail, and you need to make a pussy out of a glove, and the pussy don't feel as good as a normal pussy, but you get what you get, and you don't get upset.
You get 8 hours of sleep with the type of I'm doing too. I feel like this is high level.
Oh my God.
High level.
You are stupid to not just put on a Cosby wig and a suit and do a one-man show called Cosby, I Did It, and go to the Fringe and just do a Cosby impression.
Berg, you might have just did.
I would do it if I could do. What?
You might just make me a star.
I will direct it. I'll guarantee you this. This I will guarantee you. If you're looking to make money, you take that show to Edinburgh, that show fucking blows up. Can you do a good Cosby impression?
Oof. I would. No, I'd have to be drinking.
Yeah, you can't just drink all the time and do it.
Or it would be funny if you didn't even try to do a Cosby.
Aren't my thing. I'm not good at them yet.
Wait, Mike said something. What'd you say, Mike?
It would be funny if he didn't even try to do Bill Cosby. Just his regular voice was like, yeah, I did it.
He said it's funny if you don't even try to do Cosby, you just do a regular voice.
Regular voice and just tell Cosby's story.
Oh, that's funny. I'm Bill Cosby. Many of you have never heard of me. Most of you have. I like bitches. But
I don't feel like it was. See, that's where I get.
Oh, okay. You could just be like, I like having consensual power sex.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm going to think about this. I'm going to produce and direct it. I will get back to you about the show, and I'm sorry I didn't. I've been having some shit going on at home.
No problem. I appreciate it.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for weighing in, man.
You know what I always thought would be a good business?
What?
All right.
Tell me, man.
Let me break this down here.
Just fucking break it down for me.
We could do this probably in a side room in our indoor shrimp farm.
Mm-hmm.
Is you get 2 marrow bones, just 2, and you cross them like crossbones.
Okay.
And
like long or like the short ones? You get
long ones.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's actually
full
what
marrow
makes
bone.
those are significantly more expensive because they're hard to do to the long cut.
Uh-huh.
And you put 2 of them, just vacuum seal them, sous vide them, salt, pepper, sous vide them,
You maybe do a truffle flavor down the road.
Okay, yeah.
And then just slap a skull in the middle as the label, and just call them like black skull marrow bones, and just sell those in supermarkets. You just have to put them on a grill or on a broiler for 5 minutes, because they're already cooked. They're sous vide'd.
Wait, hold on.
And then you just charge $15 for that premium product.
I'm fucking seriously loving this idea.
We just need a bandsaw and a shrimp farm.
Okay, so that was my next question. We need the bandsaw.
Yeah, bandsaws. Mike, can you look up the price of bandsaws, preferably if they have a globe built in?
Separate. It's okay for them to be separate.
They could be separate, but it'd be nice to just get it all combined. It'd be futuristic.
Because bone marrow is cheap as fuck.
It is.
And
marrow bones. So that's the thing.
It's
the other
dumb
cut,
easy to cook. Really easy.
The other. I looked up the cuts of this the other day. I don't know why. I revisited this idea in my brain.
Okay.
Probably because I was thinking about the shrimp farm and how we should really do it. But the small cut ones that you have to have the scoop out, like you have a blue ribbon.
Yeah.
Those are significantly cheaper per pound. But if you just buy the whole fucking bone, probably be even cheaper. It'd be like 60 cents a pound.
Yeah, it's crazy how cheap it is.
Yeah, we get them wholesale.
Because exactly wholesale. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're the fucking marrow men. Has to have a fun fucking the marrow men, right? And then we're on fucking TikTok shilling fucking marrow bones. Everyone's like, don't you want to be a bro?
We need like a Robin Hood, and then we'd be the marrow men.
Oh shit, that's good.
Yeah.
Big beef, suck our dicks. We fucking got you.
Dude, Big Beef,
fucking
great
got you,
rap
Big
name.
Beef. Right? I'm sick of this shit. See, Liver King's bringing us fucking great ideas.
Zach Amico's Midnight Spook Show.
Yeah. Movies like this were made to have a cool cover. Like I remember the cover of this, or the first one was it was like one of those things where like when you turned it, it would shine.
The hologram type of thing.
Yeah, so it would be a different cover when you moved it.
Mm-hmm.
This had that.
That was probably like
That's all it would take for me to buy it. I'd be like, ooh, yeah, for sure.
$400,000 of the budget was spent on that.
Yeah, but the movie was for people to rent it once because I've gone through this a little before, but I'm such a nerd for shit like this. I apologize. Back in the day, a rental copy of a movie, like a 4 rental copy, was like $100. Because not everybody had the technology in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like when VCRs came out, movies were like $100 or $200.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got competitive and they lowered it to $20.
That's like DVD players and computers. It was the same thing.
Yeah, they lowered it to $20.
Yeah.
But rental copies stayed very expensive. So the deal was to get a movie that a bunch of people were going to rent at once, a la Christmas time,
Mm-hmm.
so that they would have to have 6 or 7 copies of it. So per store, instead of that many people spending $20, you got one store to buy 6 copies. So like the company I work for, they're called Trauma.
Oh, I know Trauma.
Okay, so I work for Trauma.
Toxic Avenger?
Our main thing was our fans are criminals.
Mm-hmm.
So they would rent all of our movies and then just put a fake everything.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel like they would find a way to
and never return them.
Yeah, to find a way to cut
and
corners.
the store would have to buy another one of everything. I actually recently saw a thing with Nick Swartzen about how when Grandma's Boy came out, they fucked up the advertisement. And I know they did this because I got approached. I worked at the movies at the time, and there was somebody doing test screenings of Grandma's Boy. And they were described it as a new comedy with Dolores Roberts from Everybody Loves Raymond. They didn't say it was Happy Madison.
Mm-hmm. They just said that one
They
thing.
didn't say it was a stoner comedy. They didn't say it was a video game comedy.
I feel like they'd be so pissed. That's such a big mistake, though, right?
And they said it's a new comedy with Dolores. And I remember saying not interested. Like they went, "Do you want to see this?" And I said, "No, I worked at the movie."
But it was so good. I loved it.
And so it bombed.
Yeah, right.
Bombed.
Only like middle-aged like.
Yeah, nobody saw it.
Saw it, yeah.
But then it made like something crazy on DVD. I want to say it made, and I think I fucked these numbers up, so forgive me. But he said it made something like less than $4 million at the box office, and like $100 million on DVD.
That's crazy. And back then, like if you were to say the money now would be crazy number
And
2.
Nick Swartzen said he was somewhere with Adam Sandler, and he met the president of Blockbuster.
Did you hear that?
And the president of Blockbuster goes, hey, Randy, he goes, hey, Nick, nice to meet you. The president of Blockbuster goes,
There's no snakes here?
your fucking movie has been stolen from my store more times than anything we have ever distributed. I've had to buy so many new copies of Grandma's Boy.
I love that.
Because all your fans buy it and forget they own it.
Yeah, 'cause they're
high.
trash. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
they're
I
trash
love
and they're
that.
high, and they just keep it forever.
That's authentic. I love that.
So for the people that are understanding what
Give
we're
them the
referencing
ski
right
trip.
now.
Tell them about the ski trip.
Black ski trips.
Black
all
ski trip.
There's a thing that happens in the Poconos in Pennsylvania around these Holiday Inn and these Hilton. They're what do they call it? They're executive campuses, right?
Yeah.
For like people to do conferences. February was historically a slow month for executive conferences.
So tell them what they did.
So these tours, these companies, they were called tour companies.
Tour companies.
They would send charter buses to the worst neighborhoods.
Harlem,
like
2nd Avenue,
right
in front of Wagner Project,
right? And it's like
this is pressure. Hey, yo, my man, you get on that bus, fam.
It's a weird pyramid scheme because it's like every hair salon, every barbershop, every prepaid legal motherfucker, anybody who just comes in contact with enough black people who don't get out of the hood. They go, hey, you want to go on this trip?
Yeah.
It's a ski trip.
Ski
Nigga,
trip.
I don't know how they sell black people on this because they get them because you got to make payments over like a 3-4 month period, man. So like,
Carl Thomas gonna be there.
Carl Thomas is always on the front of the flyer.
That is usually that is usually what happens. Okay?
Maxwell might pull
right.
up.
An older
Lumi D coming. Lumi D
an
coming.
older R&B singer.
Tony Sunshine hosting.
Yeah, like for women that are in their 40s, whoever was hot when you was in the teens,
Keith Sweat Brunch.
they gonna be there. So they start marketing these things, and people make these payments, and then a bus comes to the hood the day of, and these motherfuckers are taking Jello shots. They getting fucked up at the parking lot, and then they ride up to the Poconos, and then they just put them in the hotel.
Hammered the minute that the first one I did was with shout out Kenny Wu. Kenny Wu.
Okay.
Kenny Wu took me up to Poconos. First one. He warned me because I don't drink or nothing like that.
Yeah.
He was like, don't ride the bus up. Drive by yourself because you're not going to want to be around everybody. And they were hammered from the minute they got off the bus. The whole time. Man, they had the pajama party night, which is just an excuse for the bitches to wear the short shorts and like little tank tops and stuff.
No skiing.
Oh,
skiing.
They're like, you got a comedy show. We just talk to them.
And then the DJ is always trying to make his bones. The DJ want to be brought back on this trip every time. He's spinning like a motherfucker.
He's spinning
before the show even start.
Oh, we had throwing his own parties.
So what sucks is
He's thinking big.
the whole party is whole party on the dance floor.
Do it again.
Wildin'. They've been on the floor since 7 o'clock. It's the most jumping party you ever seen.
And then they make one announcement.
And then at 9 o'clock,
they go,
everybody sit down. It's about to be a comedian.
Comedy, yeah. We got some comedy coming out. Yeah.
Who is it? Cat Williams?
Is it Kevin Hart?
Is it Kevin? Because I don't.
Yeah.
We jamming right now.
Like, you can't even do jokes. You just do crowd work for 25, 30 minutes.
They don't even want to hear that.
And the crowd work.
They don't even want to hear the crowd work.
Could get you hurt.
Could get you fucked up.
I made it out.
Come to you after the show. Hey, my man, let me holler at you real quick over here.
Not the 2-finger with
this
the
right
thumb
here.
out,
This
not
right
this.
here. Yo, my man, let me holler at you real quick. Let me talk to you real quick. Yo, how long you been doing this shit?
That right there is what I call. That's what I call Anger's clit.
Yeah,
that's Anger's clit.
That's what
hey, come here real quick.
I'll be right over.
Not the angry. Not Anger's clit.
I'll be right over
not
there.
Not the anger clit.
I'm not going
we
over
about
there.
To fight, nigga.
I'm not going over there.
This not the angry clit.
That is a reason why I kind of got into like training and stuff. Like I don't want to walk if I'm walking like through the city. I don't want to walk like worried about what someone's gonna do to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I want to walk and feel more like a shark among seals rather than like a seal amongst sharks. Like I don't want to worry about what anyone's gonna do.
Like how I walk around the city.
Yeah. So I said I hate to be a woman. Going back to that.
When you said seal, I just pictured myself.
That's what
like,
Figs felt like 5 minutes ago when you grabbed his arm.
I'm built like a sea lion, and I'm like, I think I'm a sea lion amongst sharks.
The good thing is we all can change that. We can if you do jujitsu for a year, Yeah. You can have a superpower over, 90% of humans in the world just by doing it for a year. You get a year and a half. You get a blue belt. You will learn how to take a person's the shortcomings of a human body, where my arm doesn't bend more than this. I can use that to manipulate someone's body to then go into positions where I can be safe and they can, I can dominate them, if you know what I mean.
I did take jiu-jitsu for a year, but this is like 11 years ago when I lived in Brooklyn still. And I stopped because I was also they also taught Shotokan at the same gym. And I took both for like a year, and then unrelated, I broke my leg. And then it just like took me out of it, and I just didn't get back into it. But it just, that style for me, it just like my brain doesn't work that way. Like in like the strategically advancing moves, like I was just never good at it. But when I've taken like kickboxing or boxing or like a striking thing, I feel like it makes more sense to me. I just feel like I was never good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't do it long enough, but it just
Probably.
didn't make sense
I think
in my mind.
one of the greatest things about like humans are adaptability. Like we can make anything happen. We could live off of eating all meat. We could live off of eating all grass. You know what I mean? Like we could make it work. So I think if you had like a good teacher and had like put the time in, I'm sure you'd be able to be good at jiu-jitsu too.
Maybe I should try again so I don't.
But
get
striking's
murdered.
good too. Striking's good too, because like in a street fight, like if I was fighting out on the street, I wouldn't want to grab someone and go to the ground, because I don't know if they have friends, they could start kicking me in the head. You know what I mean? Unless I was gonna take them down, like pop them, get up, and like I wouldn't want to stay on the ground too long, because the boot party comes out and it's no bueno. You know?
No, for sure.
But so yeah, having a nice jab could be nice in a street fight too. Jab and move.
But
stick
like
and move.
as like a not large woman, will that even make a difference?
Well, I got something for you.
Okay, as a weapon.
If it's a guy, yeah.
Okay.
Hit him in the nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Poke him in the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes are the the balls of the face.
Yeah.
The testicles are the face.
That's what I
Fucking-
tell my girl. I'm like, fucking disorient him. You know what I mean? Get him in the face, put him in the nose.
Yeah, I think kick
scream balls.
A fucking
grab the
punt
balls.
to the balls. Yeah. I'd rather see a knee strike or a kick,
Yeah.
so we don't get our hands down here and then get punched in the face.
Okay.
So I'd rather see like a fucking whoosh, little snap kick to the nuts. Is someone's coming at you? Maybe
Yeah.
a look away.
Yeah.
Like all right, but I went on and kick him right in the fucking nuts.
I'm gonna
That's so funny because I told my girl, I'm like, go with it. If you ever feel you're gonna get raped, go with it. Be like, yeah, okay. And then when you're about to suck him off, then you hit him in the balls.
Yeah,
I like how you're
want,
like,
yeah, I
run
want on the
away,
feet.
kid.
I want
I'm like, no,
I want to
do
kick
it.
him. I want to kick and move. Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, get on your knees,
Bring him
kiss
to-
him,
bring him
tell
to
him you love
orgasm,
him.
and then
let him
then
come.
when he's napping,
Let him
stab
come.
him in the face.
I'll be there recording. Let him come. We're gonna put it on OnlyFans and then kick him in the balls,
Then
babe.
we're gonna be rich, babe. You and me to the
test
top.
the smell. Test the smell first.
Sniff his ass. If it's just pubes, it's pubes. It's okay. He was sweaty.
Undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
No, I was just going to say, so basically what you're saying there, with Islam being, of course, a hard worker and naturally talented and all the rest of it, through the upbringing in terms of his coaching with Abdul Manap and obviously Khabib now at the helm, with Khabib's help, you think one day he could actually become better than Khabib and be the new GOAT?
Yeah, I do think so. And especially you're learning from him. And it's not like Khabib's just sitting, a coach that just sits on the sidelines and will point stuff out, tell you to do this. Like he's in the gym training with us. And he's still at that level where he can still be a champion right now. It's not like he retired because he was hurt or he was out or hated doing it. Like he still loves to do it. And he's still putting in the round, putting in the work in. And Islam gets to go with him all the time and feel him all the time. And Khabib's not a guy that he doesn't have that mindset of, I don't want you to be better than me. He wants you to be better than him. And I love to see it because the way he was so happy to see Islam win, he's not that guy, that fake guy that's like, they're cheering for you, but then they're hoping you secretly that you lose, that you don't do better. No, he wants you to be the best. He wants you to be 2 times better than him. And it's just a different type of brother.
Godfrey. Trust.
Because Jordan used to get a lot of pressure from people outside. For not protesting or, you know what I mean? They say he doesn't say anything about anything, and people are killing themselves over his damn sneakers. You know, did you ever?
Let me tell you a good story.
Yes.
I don't even know if I've told this story before. So I'm in the locker room, sitting next to him. He's getting his knee drained. Like people don't know that how his knee would swell up, like looking like the Elephant Man. It was terrible. He was struggling, but he wanted to play. So I'm chilling, getting my little treatment on, and he's getting his knee drained and things like that, like he always does. And somehow he asked me something about something he saw me reading while I was on the plane.
Right.
It was either Soul on Ice or it was something, right?
Yeah.
And so we started talking about different things, and you know, his bodyguard, his name was George. He was like, yeah, you know, MJ don't like to tell anybody the stuff he does, and he was laughing, and he started laughing.
Right.
And he does a lot, but he don't want to tell anybody anything. And then people don't think that he does anything. So he's like when somebody's seriously joking, but he's serious, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So he started telling me the story of when MJ, he loves to play golf, and he was in Georgia. I don't know if it was Augusta or whatever it was, and there was a golf whatever it's called that didn't allow Black people to go there.
Wow.
But they would let MJ go there. Right. So
nice.
MJ said he would go there. He said that he would, have this big thing that he was going to do, stuff like that. And then right before he said, I'm going to cancel everything if you don't change your policies and change them where you now allow Black people there. And the only Black people that we see aren't people who are working. And I want to see that Black people have a membership here, or I'm canceling everything. So I was like, you need to tell people that, because that would be a great story for somebody to know.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you tell people that? He was like, I don't want to do it for that. And I remember after that, and I looked at George, and he was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. He don't want to tell anybody anything. Wow. So playing with him for 2 years, I saw him do a lot of different things. Yeah. And I would kind of whisper, like, you're not going to tell nobody about this either, huh? You got to just look now. And so, but I'm hearing, because, on all the panels, all the everything, it was like, people would try to like just bash MJ. He was like the what is it? The nemesis of the activists. You know what I mean? Like he's the person that they would hold up. Like you got the athletes like Bill Russell and you know what I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all them. Yes. And you have MJ over here. That's how the setup would be. Right. And I'll say like, y'all don't really know MJ. Like he does a lot of stuff that y'all don't know. Wow. And then I would, have to try to defend him because I see what he does, but he doesn't tell anyone. But then, then I have to say, well, honestly, to be 100% honest, I could say that he doesn't lend his voice to different causes where, of course, if he said something, it would hold a lot of weight. But don't act like he don't care at all. And he don't care about the community. And he doesn't, don't paint him like that, because I know for a fact from what I saw when I was there that that's not true.
Was that around Kwame Brown too? Were you there? Kwame.
That was my man. Kwame was my man. You saw the video. Don't be acting like you asking a question.
I'm trying to be like Charlie Rose. So you were with Michael Jordan. Tell us. And Kwame
was
Brown.
My man. Kwame was my man.
SDR Show. Let's go.
I like this idea that you were asked to be a touring member of REM, but turned it down to become an actual member of Bad Religion. Is that correct?
This is true. True story.
Yeah, I mean, how long did you debate that? Was it because, I would assume, and I could be wrong, and I'm not shitting on Bad Religion, that the initial payday is probably better on that REM tour substantially. Yeah. So that takes a lot of thought process from you.
Well, it was a big one because, they were going to pay me a bunch of money and I would have access to this different echelon of music. So, whereas I was just going to be the side guy, but who knows where that might lead to. I might want to be a side guy for another band on that level, but the Bad Religion was what I knew and what I knew how to do best. And I saw a lot of long-term potential in the band, and I just took a risk. I said, fuck it. I'm going to stay where I think I'm best utilized. Like I can fake playing like grown-ups, but the punk stuff actually just comes out of me the way it is. And I just bet on that. And hey, I won.
If you look back, let's say right now, I was able to give you a crystal ball and you see that you would have ended up being a member of REM. Would you regret that decision, or you're just happy where you are?
Well, I wouldn't, I don't know because the thing is I don't need a crystal ball because I know exactly what would have happened, because they took a very good friend of mine in my stead. So I got to basically watch what was going on the whole time.
And that guy killed himself before the end of the tour.
He didn't kill himself, but let's just say that it ended. He's fantastic, but like all of us, he's had some problems with drugs and alcohol over his life. And there was no real growth potential. And then of course you have the fact that their breakup was, I don't know how long ago it was, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Sure,
It's a
something
long
like
fucking
that.
time ago. And it's also
what if he really would have killed himself? Would you have felt good with that comment? And then
I
he
would have,
killed himself after the tour and be like, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I would have looked like I did a lot of research. That's all. It would have looked like I did the research.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done that. I just really wasn't. I don't know how funny I'm supposed to be. I thought that was your thing. I'm just hanging out.
No, it's James's thing. It's not my thing for sure.
When they offer you that, I can't remember. I didn't see him on that tour, but isn't it like a U2 thing? Would you have played on the stage? A lot of those bands would put you underneath the stage, and I'm like, I couldn't imagine taking that gig.
No, I'd be on the stage and I'd be, back off the front. And the job was to play bass when Mike Mills was playing guitar, doing something else, or playing mandolin, or if, backing up Peter Buck with songs that needed two guitars, but they didn't have two guitars. But I would have been, I would have had, I'd say 10% of the spotlight, and I'd be in my nifty, I'd wear a suit and smile at people and have bleached hair, and,
What if they would have offered you to sing the B-52 girls part for Shiny Happy People? Would you have gone on? If they would have given you that part, would you said, okay, I'm in?
Well, much like Bad Religion, I would have lied and said I could do it. And then I'd be on stage and I would deliver something that was substandard. And hopefully they just let me get better at it, on the job.
Michael Malice, you just put out a new book. It was just released. It is The White Pill. Very cool artwork. The book is about the rise and fall of the Soviet Union. One of the things I thought about while I was reading this book, which I guess is a little bit maybe runs counter to our anarchist views, is that or at least runs counter to our flavor of anarchism, is that there is truth to the points that we've made all these years about how the Constitution of the United States of America was a coup against the Articles of Confederation, and the Lysander Spooner, it was either it either gave us this government or was powerless to stop it. Either way, yada yada. All and like this is all there's validity to that argument, but there is something to say for the fact that we really do benefit from the fact that at least our government is organized around the pretense of there are some type of rights for the individual and there are some restraints on government or something like that.
They had a constitution too, and it had the same stuff.
Yeah, but did it really have the same stuff?
Oh yeah, freedom of religion, freedom of speech.
Yeah, but not.
But then, but the thing is, if you try to invoke the Constitution, now you're a counter-revolutionary. You're going to jail with your family. I completely agree that if you're asking to choose between America and the American system, between the Soviet Union and the Soviet system, it's not even a question. And I remember, by the way, I'm old enough. I don't know if you are. I'm not saying that sarcastically. When I was in junior high, we sat down in my public school and they taught us the plus and minuses of communism and capitalism. And they try to make it out that they've got good things. They don't have they don't create waste. And it's if no one has food, you're not wasting food. You win. You got this one. That's brilliant. But the point being, if you go to North Korea right now, North Korea claims to have freedom of religion. And a lot of tour groups, if they go, they take them to a fake church where people are supposedly worshiping Christ and they have Bibles and so on and so forth. Meanwhile, in reality, North Korea, if you're caught with the Bible, your family's executed. It's the worst thing ever. So Stalin introduced the new constitution. Everyone who worked on it was executed as traitors. But then you had people in the West, the Western influencers talking about, look, they've got the same freedoms we do. Look at their constitution. They don't have censorship. It says in the Constitution, freedom of speech. They have freedom of religion. So I agree with you that these freedoms are wonderful. But I think the Constitution only works insofar as it's kind of supplemental to the broader culture.
Yeah.
And we see this because the First Amendment now, it hasn't always been this way, is regarded as almost sacrosanct compared to the Second Amendment, which is regarded as something very easy to regulate, right? It's just a given that it should be hard for some people to get guns, but it's also given that everyone should have the right to freedom of speech. But there were many times in American history where like even discussing birth control was a felony and doctors lost their licenses and because it was called pornographic. How you reconcile that with the First Amendment, I don't know. But the point is the Constitution is the principles, and I think conservatives agree with this as well. The principles of the Constitution are much better than the Constitution itself.